in time for there to be a coalescence around Joe Biden.
I'll show you this in a video, folks. Post-election reaction. I'll show you this video with Emma Vigeland. She gets real emotional. When I saw this, I was kind of emotional. Well, to see her pain, you understand. Sometimes it seems like nobody cares, but you have to be tough and strong, I guess. I don't know. That's all, somehow. But you have to face reality, and there might be. It's going to be terrible the next 4 or 8 years, or whatever. For how long? Who knows? This guy might not. He might end the elections. But this guy, Donald Trump, is terrible. I mean, I like these guys take is right on. TORT is what they're doing is totally garbage. You're gonna get populist revolt. Them and the MAGA. They're gonna do a populist revolt with the MAGA. They're gonna change the Democratic Party. To what? Infiltrate. They already did that. Infiltrate the Democratic Party. But they already did that with the squad and didn't work. But the thing is, the plan is forget about the Democratic Party. It's time for. It's gonna take some time. If I was in the U.S., go third party and build up another party, the Greens or whatever, another leftist party. There are other parties in the leftist parties besides the Greens. I mean, heck, even the Communist Party. Who knows? I mean, but Democratic Party, it's no sense. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna change. So, but I feel her pain. But listen what they're saying. I'm gonna play this. Emma and what's the name? Their producer. What they're saying about what happened post election. It's not kind. This is kind of a meltdown. I don't make. And I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at them. You know, there's no right when you're laughing at them. I guess they would do. We do. I guess they would do the same thing. The left would do the same thing. I guess. But
Who, in the end, we hear that JD Vance says, "Oh, I like Lena Khan." I mean, she's probably gone. I can't even begin to think about what advocating for Palestine looks like in a Trump era. They're talking about.
Well, but that didn't matter anyways. That didn't matter in the election. That didn't matter. I mean, Jill Stein didn't get that much. The vote didn't matter. I don't think it did. I gotta check out RBN. They're gonna talk about it. That didn't matter. It was about the economy, so-called economy. So that in the end, that the foreign policy, it didn't really matter. I don't think it did. Maybe the immigration mattered, but the foreign policy didn't matter. Even though there's not many people are anti-war that you might think. So the far left, progressives are anti-war. But the mainstream, the middle class, and the right, they're not that anti-war as we think. So this didn't matter in the election. She mentioned Palestine. But that issue didn't matter in the end.
He does him a solid.
Mass deportations, yeah. And I really, that's all I have as of right now, is that this is the ultimate failure of liberalism, where in 2016 it felt like, okay, that could have been fluky with Trump. No, this is a full embrace of everything that he represents. And the other side hasn't provided an alternative that can combat this extremely scary moment in our history.
I mean, you blame. Actually, we'll save this for the fun half. We gotta get to Ed and Germentum, I assume, right?
Go ahead.
I think this is really Obama and the financial crisis. Professor Steve Keen, who I think we've had on this program, pointed out one of Obama's early speeches during the financial crisis, where in the same paragraph he says, "This is why we need to give money to banks and why we don't need to give money to you." And he said the reason is those banks are really good, and every dollar we give them might result in like $8 worth of loans. And I grew up sort of on the people who were criticizing that perspective, saying you can't trust these organizations technically to do that. But we don't need to think theoretically anymore. We see what the proof is. The proof is people like Elon Musk and J.D. Vance and Silicon Valley. That bubble was inflated by that approach. Instead of just giving people money to stay in their homes, we gave it to financial vultures. And those are the same people who are causing the inflation that cost Joe Biden and Harris the election this time. This is because, okay,
I disagree. Yeah, the cost of but she mentioned in the first part, the inflation is down. There's more than that. Inflation is down. It was up, but now it's down. Back pre-pandemic. It wasn't just inflation, the cost of the election. And they mentioned that sexism. She didn't mention race. Race, that's a big part of it. It wasn't just the inflation. I mean, sexism and racism. And some would say, a lot of people are saying that, some in the black community saying that no way there was a black woman in the office. And I think even if she did change her policy, you wonder if she went more left, more to the base, would she still won? Obama was a unique thing. That's only maybe 1 in a million times though a black man who was going to win for president. Once in a lifetime. And I'd like to blame Obama again, I guess. Yeah, he should have helped bail out the people, but that's what, 2008? But the Democrats, they could have done something about it after that. I mean, he could have helped. They could have passed the Build Back Better. Biden could have. They could have reversed Obama's. I mean, they could have helped the people more actually. Biden, I mean, yeah. So they could have counteracted that. Even that cost them an election. Be going back to Obama, I think they could have done stuff now. They were in office for 4 years. They're not doing enough. They're just doing piecemeal stuff. Crumbs, giving the people crumbs. It's not going to do it. And I'm saying that they should have went to their base. I think the base of the party is still the left. Young left voters. In 2020 they came out. I don't think it's the so-called suburb. Corporate Democrat. That's not the base of the party. And even though the country is more, it seems like it's more to the right. But Democrats they're moving to the right. It's odd. I think the Democrats are to the right of center party, moved or center. That's to the left of center or the other. But the base, I think their base, they have like a small progressive base in the party. And I think they need them to come out and vote. Unless people voted than last time. There's that caveat. as they say.
Glad there was a little bit of wage increase, folks. There was an increase in everything. If wages didn't increase, that would have been insane. But we have a whole bunch of people for 2 years on the progressive side, the higher income side, saying, actually, the economy is good. Actually, the economy is looking improved. And it's like, are you renting or do you have properties that you're renting out? Because
That's a great point. Great point. It's a good economy, but for who? For certain people, it's a good economy. If you're in the upper middle class, like Bill Maher, upper middle class, it's a good economy for you. Or if you have stocks, for the working poor and the blue collar worker, I mean, you can't afford rent. That's a big housing. Rent housing, and it's hard to buy a house. So that's the thing. There are a lot of people struggling. Certain people, they're more upper middle class, the rich. They're doing good, and they're doing good. The economy is good for them. But the lower middle class, the working class, I should say, blue collar, it's not doing good.
like, hello. And the two members, Biden actually had something for it, Build Back Better, and it got winged by the centrist part of the party, the same part of the party that ran this campaign. And Jamal Bowman got no thanks for trying to stick up for that, which would have helped a lot of this. And also, Cory Bush got taken out, probably the most likely member of Congress to feel the actual inflation that screwed people over. And the Democrats are going to be insistent about staying blind to that pain, because the people who run the party and the consultants who ran this, they're going to get money to just say, hey, actually end the weird stuff. And let's get Liz Cheney on the, I got her in the Rolodex. Let's see if she can call George Bush. It's a failure of that going back to 2008, in my opinion.
And you could even go back further to Clinton, to the origination of these kinds of politics with the Democrats, too. But that's why I wanted to emphasize that this death of liberalism. At least, I mean, we were told by some people in 2016 that this would bring a much more progressive Democratic Party, and now we've just lost to Trump for a second time. And the thing is just like, Kamala was never equipped to run a movement campaign because she's not a movement candidate. She was a standard Democrat, and my estimate.
Yep, she's a standard Democrat. And she was not that good a candidate. I don't know. She probably shouldn't have run, or maybe they should have said tell a black woman to run in this case. I don't know. Country's still like xenophobic, sexist, and racist. So I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered if what strategy she did. How much time she did. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered in the end.
Estimation was that she was better than Biden. But that's not enough. Like, it's exactly the laying it bare here.
We're not going back. Where are we going?
Right. That summarizes it. And where we're going is obviously I'm an emotional person, right? So like, it's hard for me to sit here and give many silver linings at this point, except that we've been here before. We lived through 2 Bush terms.
I mean, read Hunter S. Thompson. We've been here before, folks. Nixon, giant landslides. Reagan.
You've been there before, but I don't know if you're gonna get back. Oh my God. I don't know. This might be the end of America as we know it. I don't know, folks. You want a total fascist state? The thing is, the House, if they only can I gotta see if they. I think they lost the House. The House. The House is the only thing that could stop the Trump's agenda, like fully.
Giant wins. There's a great bit about like before Reagan, we didn't have to fear people's blood, and after Reagan, we did, and we also had to fear acid rain. We've been here before.
We have. My one thing I'll just get a little emotional about is it does, as a woman, feel pretty shitty. I feel like the humanity of women and their rights, no one cares. And even in the face of Trump and everything that he represented, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, folks. So she gets really emotional. I mean, what can you do? It's very dread right now. And not just for women, but other people, even black folks. I should say. It's gonna get really dread. And it's gonna be yeah, they don't care. They don't really care at all, I guess. I don't know what to do, folks. I don't know what. Just try to see how it goes. Maybe pray that it's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, I feel it right there. She's I don't like when women cry. I mean, don't like that. I don't know what to say. Maybe fight back. Maybe we resist. You guys resist. And that thing is so-called the fascism is gonna come here too in 11 months. So like total, oh my god, total fascism. I don't know, folks. Somehow maybe we resist, but maybe they're gonna. The first thing to do is not rely on the Democratic Party. That's the problem. So you have to be some kind of revolution, but that's the only way so far. Get out of this. I mean, it's not what Cenk Uygur is doing. Like some kind of revolt. They're gonna take over Democratic Party. They tried that already with progressives. The joke. So I don't know. I can tell you, Emma. I don't know. Let's hold on there, love. Maybe it won't be as bad. Let's hope and pray it won't be as bad.
So, with that, let's read some ads.
Yeah, she's really broke down there, folks. That's a lot of people are really going crazy, freaking out. Donald Trump win. And this is serious times, folks. These guys are maniac, white supremacists. I mean, all these people, even some black people voted for the white racist party. They vote they vote their own demise. I mean, it's a harder fight to fight the fascists than the neocons, which are in the the Democrats are the neocon party. But the Trump party is the fascist party. Republicans are the fascist party. White nationalist, fascist, racist party. Crystal fascist, I should say. It's gonna be harder to fight them. But they chose to fight, align themselves with the party. Yeah, some voted because they think, oh, Harris is worse. So we're gonna do this. I'd rather vote for Trump than Harris, and that's crazy. White race. They're gonna rather vote for even the black people. You rather vote for a white racist party, a fascist party, than the Democrats. I don't think the Democrats are. Some say they're fascists. Okay, they could be in some cases, but in inclusive, I don't think they're like racist like the Republicans are. Definitely, they're a racist party. Republicans. The black people there are as tokens. They don't respect minorities or women. Obviously. And the black people in that party is a pawns. Some say the Democrats are like that. They use the black people. I think it's totally different. They take them for granted. They take the voters for granted. But the Republicans, they don't really care about black people. I mean, the people who support them, they're just puppets. I think it's totally different. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna end this on a sad note, sad thing here. So Trump's in. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna have more videos on this, folks. I'm out.